Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. Welcome to Nitahealing. Today I'm going to be doing your daily reading. I hope everyone is doing well. I've already blessed and cleansed your space, but we are going to thank the gods and goddesses, angels and archangels for their love, blessing, and their kindness, and to please give us clear, accurate, easy to understand answers today. Thank you so much. All right, so we're just going to start out with my tea leaves. I'm just going to pull out 3 cards here. Let's see what Spirit has to say or what messages they want to send. We got Elephant. A long journey, either physical or mental, will leave you wiser at the end. So maybe you've been feeling like you've been on this really long journey, or there's been a lot of lessons that you've had to learn, but you'll get through it, and in the end, you'll be wiser for it, right? For everything that you've had to overcome. I'll put these here, yeah. Okay, and then you got Vase. You've got a secret admirer. Vase. Or maybe there's just something that you're putting in a vase, or you're getting a new vase, or you're putting some new flowers in a vase, or you just have some secret admirer that's looking at you from a distance, right? Then we got V for victory. Victory in some endeavor. So if you've been questioning how things are going to turn out, you will have victory in the end. So Spirit is saying not to worry. There is victory on the horizon for you. Okay. Okay. Now we're going to see what the tea is. How people are acting or behaving around you. You got thief, robbed, lost, theft, physical, or emotion. Maybe you've recently lost something, or you feel like someone has stolen something from you. I say don't worry, because I feel like you'll get it back. Whatever you've lost, you'll get back. Somebody wants you back, or they want back in your life. Maybe you've ignored them and they want you back, or they just want in on your circle. Then you got hustling, making it rain, focused. Making it rain, focused on getting money and getting it. Wow. So you've been hustling. Even if you lost something, or you recently lost a job, or you lost anything that meant a lot to you, you're highly focused, and you're making it rain. Money is going to come pouring down on you. So whatever you've lost, I feel like you will gain it back. So not to worry, right? Because you are a hustler. You don't sit around, right? You focus on gaining new, even if life has pushed you down, or if you feel like you've hit rock bottom because of this loss that you recently experienced. You'll gain that and then some back. Victory is yours in the end, right? All right, Spirit, what else? Spirit is saying no. If you were planning on doing something, now is not the right time. Okay? Spirit says no for now. Or maybe you need to say no if you've been feeling like heavily burdened, or people have been asking a lot of you, or been trying to push their burdens off on you. It's okay for you to say no sometimes, right? Especially if you've been going through a lot. You are definitely going through something brand new. This is a birth of something new. Something new is growing out of nothing, or you're making something grow out of nothing. You're transforming. You're giving birth to something new, right? This is success and growth and abundance. But again, don't be afraid to say no if people are trying to push too much on you. Oh, you got two. A romantic new cycle begins. New moon in Libra. It's like the scales are here. So the scales are being balanced. And it could be from this person that wants you back. But it's like, I think a new cycle is beginning. So I do feel like you could meet someone new. And it could be this secret admirer that's looking at you from afar, but not making themselves be known quite yet. But you are beginning a new cycle. The scales are being balanced again. Or you're going to meet someone brand new. And then you got conclusions are within reach. Full moon eclipse. Conclusions are within reach. So there is victory here. It is coming soon. With this full moon eclipse card. You are reaching some type of agreement or some type of new conclusion here on matters. If you've been dealing with a lot of things. I know I have. These last few weeks have been just a crazy roller coaster for me. An emotional roller coaster. There's been loss. There's been pain. I do want to mention these, but I will right before I do my tarot. I'll talk about these chakra cards here. But you've got enlightenment. And I want to read that to you just so you can get some more information. With this Sacred Destiny Oracle deck. So something is lighting the way, right? You're on a new path. Vast galaxy, it's called. Our beautiful home galaxy is so large that if you traveled at the speed of light, it would take you 100,000 years to go from one end to the other. It is small compared to some galaxies, for example. The Hercules, a galaxy would take 1.5 million years to cross at the speed of light. The realm of galaxies is so vast and so wide that it is beyond human comparison, which is why the galaxy often symbolizes great enlightenment, as well as faith in the forces much greater than us. Enlightenment occurs when one steps out of the confines of an ordinary definition of self and expands into a greater awareness of the self within the universe. You are now reaching into the invisible realm of spirit and connecting with what you cannot see. Forces beneath the surface are supporting you on your journey. Have faith in yourself. You're so much more than you believe yourself to be. Have patience that there is a plan unfolding. The sky's the limit. This card represents enlightenment and signals that you are entering into a time of expansive transformation in a luminous and remarkable way. Trust that the changes ahead are for the greater good, for most certainly they are. Wow. And it really goes along with like this victory in the end. The conclusions are within reach, right? Let me put this here. So you are going to reach enlightenment at the end, right? Now let me talk about these chakra cards here. You got a lot of orange, which is all about your sacral chakra. And then you got limitless too. But these are all about your sacral chakra, and these say sexual energy, emotions, and creativity. So your sexual energy could be low. You could have low libido. Because maybe of this loss, you've been over emotional. And your creativity has been down, right? You haven't really been able to have any type of creativity, or you've been having a hard time focusing on what it is you want to do because you've gone through a lot of hard times recently, or you've just been really down, or you've just been like kicked while you've been down. And it's like, okay, enough's enough. I'm tired, right? But there is a way that you can turn this around by wearing more orange things, by eating more orange fruits and vegetables, right? Carrying orange crystals with you. You can start to turn this around. It's like you need to feel the emotions and be aware so you can overcome them and become limitless. So you can let that energy flow through your chakras again, right? So you can have a healthy libido and be optimistic and more open to the energies and life around you and what is happening, right? And learn to overcome it. Okay. Now we're going to start with the tarot here. I think these are like my angel oracle or angel tarot. All right, we're going to pull all these out first, and then we'll go over all of them. It's like, man, you've been having to fight a hard, long fight here. And we got the Queen of Wands, or Queen of Cups here. I'm sorry. Queen of Wands. Yeah, that's all about your creativity that's been like down, right? Or you've been having like a hard time being creative or having that fiery passion. Because with the Queen of Cups, you know, this always reminds me of somebody that is over emotional, right? But at the same time, you're very sensitive and you're on a journey of healing. And it's time for you to be compassionate with yourself, not just for others, but with yourself. Have compassion for yourself, right? This says loving, compassionate, psychic, self-sacrificing, deep psychic insight, caring for others but forgetting to care for yourself, trust your intuition, a deep love of family and friends, and follow your heart. Yes, all of the above. This is the root or the underlying energy, the underlying energy of your whole reading. Okay, we're going to start with this first one in your situation position. We've got Five of Wands here, and with the Five of Wands, this is about a lot of maybe conflict or competition. Maybe you've had a lot of arguments recently with a lot of people. But if you look at this one, he's in front of a mirror, right? And it's almost like he's kind of been fighting with himself. So I don't know, maybe you've been struggling with yourself, with everything that's happened recently, and you are fighting with your own self right now. Or you're struggling with your own self and what's happening and the challenges that you've had to face. or the diversity that's come across, right? That you've come across. But these are just distractions, right? This is about refinement and resolutions to your problems and your issues that you've had to face lately. This is conflicts with others caused by opposing opinions. Walk away from drama unless the situation is really worth your time, then stand up for yourself. Or very ambitious people. Now is the time for you to stand up for yourself and say no to those people. If people have been coming against you or trying to fight you on something that you truly believe in, right? Now is the time for you to stand up and fight, to fight for yourself, to fight for what's right, to honor your beliefs. Wow, and you got two. This one flipped upright and this one fell. And it's crazy because look at, you got the Five of Swords with the Five of Wands. And it's like these people that have come up against you, they don't even know who they're up against, right? Because you're powerful and they're walking away with nothing. These two people that tried to come up against you have lost, right? They don't even know who they're fighting. And they're angry and upset that they didn't get anything out of trying to hurt you or trying to steal from you or trying to destiny swap you. Or they wanted what you had or what you have. And maybe they did take a little bit from you. But they're now realizing that destiny is coming for them. Justice is coming for them. And they're scared now. They're in fear. Death could be knocking at their door. And now they're afraid for messing with you, for coming for you. But this is a victory, right? For you. Because you did stand up for yourself. Because you did do what was right. And now they're realizing that they can't overpower you and they can't take you. They can't take you down. They cannot take from you. Because you've earned this. You worked hard for this. You worked hard for the life that you have. For the life that you're living. It belongs to you and no one else. Right? They can't take what destiny and fate has brought to you or what you worked hard for. Right now in the challenge position, you're having a very hard time seeing this new beginning. Right? Because it's almost like it's in the reverse. But eventually it will turn upright. You just have to keep going. There is a light at the end of the tunnel for you. There is victory. There is success and abundance and growth. You just can't see it yet. A time of great joy and success, brilliant epiphanies that lead to magical opportunities, plans that work out perfectly, and gratitude to the divine. Have an attitude of gratitude, right? Stay positive. Stay focused. Thank you, Spirit. Yeah, you may be confused because of everything that has happened. So that's why you're having a hard time with the sun, right? Because so much has recently happened, or so much is still happening, that it's caused some type of confusion in you. Or you're just having a hard time seeing because so much has happened, right? But the possibilities for you are endless if you just start seeing things in a more positive way. You do have a lot of choices to make. But Spirit is saying that you need to pick one, because this is causing procrastination. All this, everything that they were trying to do to you, to try to steal from you or destiny swap you or take from you, they wanted you to be confused. That's what the lower vibrational energies want. They want confusion in people, right? They want you to feel lost. But you need to pick something and focus on that thing, and that will help lift you and bring something new to your life. Okay? Don't let it overcome or overtake you, is what I'm hearing. In the root of the situation, justice is coming. The scales will be balanced again, right? Karma will come for the people that came for you. The tables will be turned. Wrongs will be made right. And things will fall into place as they're supposed to be, right? If you're going through any type of legal situation, legal matters, or the justice system, the law will be on your side, right? There is hope. There is victory for you. Be impartial and objective. Stand up for what you believe in. Again, try to see all sides of a situation. You will win if your position is one of integrity. And I do believe you have great integrity, right? You meant no harm. You didn't do anything wrong. They did, right? And the law, the justice system, the universe, the spirits, they all know that. They will see that. If they haven't yet, they will. All right, Spirit. Ooh. Yeah, you've been feeling very trapped lately, very stuck. You haven't been able to see your path ahead of you because you've been feeling mentally tormented with the Eight of Swords. But you're not stuck. You're not trapped. Right? You can free yourself from this, and you will be freed from this very soon. It is the karmic law. What goes around comes around, right? The pendulum has to swing back the other way. These people have been making you feel anxious, or they've been limiting you to your full potential. But you will be freed from this. The restrictions will be lifted. You will overcome this. I know that right now you probably feel overwhelmed, trapped, stuck mentally, maybe even physically. But the scales will be balanced and you'll be set free. In the recent past, you got awakening here with the Hanged Man. And you maybe have had a period of pause or a period of waiting where you haven't really been able to move or go anywhere or do what you want to do, right? But you will, because this is only temporary, right? A temporary pause for reflection and insight, an awakening where you see things in a whole new light. Embrace your uniqueness and charitable actions. Yeah. I like that, an awakening where you see things in a whole new light. And therefore it's called awakening. And I like that this angel is sitting here in the tree and they're like, hello, hello. You still have so much more to do. There is so much more waiting for you on the other side, right? You will have complete enlightenment. You will start to see again. You'll start to see the patterns of everything. and you'll be able to move smoothly again down that river, right? Sometimes we need a period of pause or a period of waiting. And it's, look at, I mean, he's like losing his things while he's hanging there. And maybe you have lost some things, you know, while you were in a period of pause or while you were in a period of waiting. But a time of grieving from loss is necessary, right? You have to have time to grieve if you've lost things. And the things that you've lost, you'll get back so much more. You just have to be patient and believe. Why is the hanged man there? Awakening. Thank you, Spirit. Oh, yeah. Wow, look at this. You got the King of Pentacles and the Empress. You are an Empress or an Emperor, right? It doesn't have to be female. But you are being guided to become this leader, to be successful and to prosper. But first, you need to take care of yourself, right? You need to give yourself some time to heal and some love, some self-love. Have empathy with yourself and then continue forward like this King of Pentacles, like this leader. You know, maybe during this time, you can focus on what it is that you really want to do, right? How to hustle and make that money flow. How to be successful, right? Maybe you will become this manager or start your own business. And right now you need to focus on how to do that. Where do you start? Right? You start by doing research and asking lots of questions. Right? And you may get an idea that pops into your head. And that could be from Spirit here. And then once you get a hold of that and you start doing research, things are going to start taking off, right? In the present situation, you got the Emperor. I like that you got the Empress on this deck and the Emperor here, right? Because the Emperor is very rebellious. He's also a leader, not just of one kingdom, but of kingdoms, right? You could end up being something huge, growing something magnificent, being something bigger than what you were before. You know, yes, maybe some things were taken from you, but what's coming is so much bigger and so much better than you ever imagined. Logic and organization will increase your success. Take charge of the situation, accept a leadership role, structure and discipline. What did I tell you, right? It was all here in the previous, in the recent past. And now you're moving to the present with strength, right? Knowing that you have victory, knowing that you won, knowing that you're taking back control of your life and that you're continuing to move forward, not letting anybody keep you down, right? Fighting for what you want and making something huge out of it. All right, Spirit, why is the Emperor there in the present situation? Thank you, Spirit. Oh, yes. You are going through a complete transformation, or you're going to be soon, right? This is a renewal. I know, a complete awakening. This is like a rite of passage where Spirit is saying, We grant you opening, right, to this door that's been flung wide open for you because you've gone through so much recently, right? You've gone through the tests and the trials that they threw at you, or what happened. And you stood up for what you believed in and for what you wanted. And now God and Spirit are saying you've passed the test. You're ready for something brand new, something better, right? This is complete victory. They're blowing the horn and saying, move forward and move forward with confidence, right? You've done it. This is a celebration, a completion. They're giving you the okay. Yes, you've got this. In the near future, you got the King of Pentacles again. You are going to be living a much more luxurious life than what you were before, right? Because you've been practical and you know how to hustle, right? That's with the hustling card. You know how to hustle and you know how to make things happen. You know how to manifest things. Everything that you want is coming to you. Dream big. Okay? Because this is complete success and wealth and prosperity and having that financial wisdom, right? Having so much more than what you had before. This is compassionate, accomplished, charismatic, grounded, a time of great success, financial security and prosperity, having the Midas touch, everything turning out beautifully, a supportive parent and spouse, a good person to work for. Maybe you'll start in a new company and you'll move up the ladder very quickly because they'll really like who you are and how you work, how intelligent you are, right? You have a lot of financial wisdom, just a lot of wisdom, period, right? You know how to work things an easier way, a better way, a smarter way. True success, true prosperity, having a brand new job, brand new position, a higher position, higher paying position. You could be working with 3 people or 2 other people, or these people will come in to help you advance, or they'll come ask you, hey, do you want to come work for us? We really like your work. We really like what you do. We need you on our team, right? With the 3 of Pentacles. This is about cooperation and contribution and collaboration. But this is also people recognizing you for your abilities and who you are and the things that you can accomplish. Okay? It's true success here. I want to pull one more card from my Lightworkers Oracle deck. Oh, I'm sorry. Lightworkers Oracle deck. And then I'll read from here because, you know, I can give you what I feel from them, but I feel like you'll get more from the book. These are beautiful cards. I really love these. See if Spirit has anything else that they need to say to you. All right, Spirit, what else do you have for my people up there? Last messages, thank you. You got unplugged from mass consciousness. Unplug from mass consciousness. So I feel like Spirit is telling you that it's time for you to put your phone down, put social media down, turn everything off, meditate, listen to Spirit. Because the answers that you're going to get, or the answers that you're seeking, are not going to come from social media or online. I feel like Spirit is desperately trying to reach you, but you're so caught up in what's recently happened these last few weeks, or the loss you've had, or there's just a lot of people in your ear. They're trying to connect with you on a deeper level. Okay, this is a little long, but I'll try to read a little quickly. It says, you are brave and aware enough to think outside the square, beyond what society or your peers may consider normal. You're supposed to be questioning things right now. You are in a transition from one way of thinking to another, opening up to a new world which you can trust enough to live in with peace and happiness because of the upgraded new beliefs you are cultivating. No matter how others may resist or criticize your choices, perhaps your new ideas take you away from the world they feel comfortable in. Your higher guidance encourages you to keep opening your mind to a more loving, higher reality. If you've been thinking along new lines and wondering if you are going crazy, your guidance tells you you're doing a great job. You're not crazy. Trust yourself. You're thinking in ways that do not belong to the mass consciousness. It can seem scary at first, but once you realize the benefits gained from unplugging, you will enjoy the process much more. It will free you and empower you to live a life of your own choosing. Opportunities and connections can open up to you in ways that defy your old beliefs. Sometimes breaking from the accepted norm, doing things differently, or being considered weird to family, colleagues, and friends is a sign that you're breaking away from the consciousness of the masses, which is not compatible with your own higher frequency consciousness. You were born to bring a new vibration of awareness to this planet. You will find those who can benefit and even love you for this difference, and those who are challenged or feel fearful of you for it. But I feel like that those kinds of people will break away, because if they're in fear of you, they no longer like vibrate on your same vibrational energy, and they'll soon start to fall away. Okay. Yeah. Let me see. Where was I? Either way, you can love and approve yourself. Either way, you can love and approve of yourself, nourish relationships that support you, and have compassionate detachment from those that do not, without compromising who you are in truth. So keep unplugging yourself one layer, thought, word, and deed at a time from that which the mass consciousness would have you buy into. More stuff, more fear, more competition, more doubt, and more suffering. You can challenge any thought you don't want to have. Free yourself. You have the power to change your world and the world we live in as a result, one liberating thought at a time. Wow. I love that for you. And it really goes along with like everything else that has fallen out for you. So it's like, don't fear your own thoughts if they're different, right? You're supposed to think differently. You're supposed to feel differently than everyone else, because you're here to change things, not just with yourself and your own family, but with the whole entire world. Okay? All right, my loves. I hope that resonated. I hope it was helpful. If it did, please hit that like button. And if you'd like to leave a comment, I would love to respond. And if you're not a subscriber, please subscribe to my channel. And then you can hit that little bell and it lets you know when my next reading comes out for you. All right. Love you so much. Love and light.